What's going on, everyone? Meteorologist Hunter Ward here with a weather update. Got a strong system that's going to be deepening off the east coast. It's kind of a weak low. It's going to move across portions of eastern Tennessee, Kentucky, West Virginia, even portions of western North Carolina, and then it will deepen off the coast, and a deformation feature will develop affecting DC, portions of New Jersey, even New York. So a very interesting setup here. Let's go ahead and turn around to my computer. I've got the European model up here. And as you can see, as I run it out, Tennessee is going to be getting snowfall beginning tomorrow, probably, Memphis area, probably early, 6, 7 a.m. You guys could see some mixing. And then I'm going to say around noontime, the snow will arrive in Nashville, probably 10, 11 a.m. in the morning. It's one of those mornings where it's going to look clear. You'll head out, and then the snowfall is really going to affect the area. Looks like some heavy snowfall around Nashville as we progress into the evening. And a couple inches of snowfall will be possible as well, accumulation-wise, as you progress through the evening. That will kind of wrap up over the Kentucky area, and I'm thinking places like Lexington, Louisville could see 2 to 4, maybe 3 to 6 inches of snowfall from this as the low pressure begins to deepen down here across the south. We could have a little bit of a line of showers develop across North Carolina and South Carolina, but this low is going to transfer off the coast, and then we're going to have this deformation feature. I-95 right here is going to be getting hammered with snowfall again. We're thinking 2 to 4 inches, 3 to 6 inches will be possible again. There will be the chance for a little bit of thunder snow embedded, thunder sleet where this changeover is happening as well, and the winds will get up a little bit as air rushes in to compensate for this deepening pressure. You can see all the way down to 995 millibars when it was at down here in the south 1008. So a very deep storm moving off the coast, deepening 13 millibars in 24 hours. So winds will pick up all across the Northeast and New England states, and we could see some blizzard-like conditions in Massachusetts as the weekend begins late Friday and into Saturday. So a dynamic system that will be moving across the portions of the East Coast, and it will affect many of you. Let's go ahead and show you what the European snowfall map shows for the mid-Atlantic. Pull that up on my screen here on Pivotal Weather. And as this model progresses, you can see West Virginia. It really thinks West Virginia gets hammered. And good portions of Tennessee, even around Nashville, 3 to 6 inches likely. Less as you move towards Louisville, but in Lexington, right there in the middle, kind of right there on that gradient. And then as you move farther south and east in Kentucky, those rates really increase as the load deepens down here in the south. All that air rushes to correct it and correct that pressure, and you get some upslope snow, all kinds of features in there. So a nice band of precipitation here. Looks to bring, a swath of snow, nothing too impactful for the locations that look to get snow here in the on the East Coast, in the North and Mid-Atlantic states. So you can see New York, New Jersey, DC area, kind of a 2 to 4 inch nuisance type snow, but it will be cold on the backside, so watch for those roadway conditions as we progress into Friday night and Saturday. Winds will also be up. Let's show you what those wind gusts are showing here on the backside. Just a nasty, nasty afternoon and evening going into Thursday and Friday. So you can see those northeast wind gusts on Friday evening will be in the 30s and 40s, and then on that backside, we'll have an increase as well. But nothing too crazy, just kind of a nuisance event. I'll show you what the GFS is showing as well. Let's get the precipitation up. Similar, but a little bit farther south. So here you go. Precipitation starting Memphis, and then similar hours early tomorrow morning. Then around 11, 12, Nashville, Kentucky getting in on the action as well. But this storm, was showing up to be affecting Indiana, Ohio Valley a lot more, but it's trended farther south. And so you can see by tomorrow evening, the GFS suggests less mixing in western North Carolina and more of that deepen or that low pressure that is to the south. So you can see as it's a little bit farther south, stalls it out, doesn't deepen the low near like the European model. So less of an impactful event for the New England states. And you'll see still shows that deformation feature though in Virginia and does look to affect DC and New Jersey. So let's show you what the snowfall on the GFS is looking at as well. Let's see. So similar to what the European model is showing, a little bit more snow in western North Carolina, a little bit higher total here in eastern Tennessee, and DC as well, a little bit higher totals right here on the Delmarva Peninsula and up into New Jersey. Still a tough call with this, but I do think, kind of a 2 to 4, 3 to 6 event is possible. Depending on how much that deformation feature develops will determine kind of how much snowfall we get in Virginia, D.C., and New Jersey area. And then how deep that low deepens off the coast will kind of determine the New England states, how much snowfall you guys get. So a lot to track with this. We'll do another video tomorrow letting you guys know and watching it kind of on the radar develop. But these are my thoughts right now on how this storm will evolve for the East Coast. Check back soon for another update, and we'll get you some more information there shortly.